What's good, YouTube? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Q that rude boy, aka TheWavMan, man. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You already know we coming to y'all with today, man. That future vocal effect tutorial, man.
Sensational.
So let's get right into it, man. After these messages. Stay patient. You hold me back when nobody will hold me back. What's good, YouTube? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Q that rude boy, aka TheWavMan, and we back again. First thing I want to say, man, is sorry for being away so long. But you know I'm here in Miami, and Hurricane Irma came that way. So I had to go that way. You feel me? Had to leave this jump for a little bit, but we back at it. You already know you stronger than ever, man. Wave gang up in this thing. And if you're not Wave gang already, make sure you go down there and subscribe right now. Cause we the strongest family. You feel me? We moving on up to the enough of that. But yeah, like I said, make sure you subscribe. You're part of this Wave gang. Make sure you thumbs up, because the more thumbs up we get, the more videos come your way. You already know how we rockin', man. And make sure you follow me here at Q that rude boy on Instagram and Twitter, man. Stop playing with me. You already know how we rockin', man. Make sure you guys spam up them comments. Let me know which other type of vocal tutorials you guys want. You already know I'm getting right into it, man. We going stronger than ever right now. So today we coming with a future vocal effect tutorial. A producer that made this beat was Dinuzzo. Beats by Dinuzzo, man. Link's gonna be in the description. So make sure y'all check him out, show him love. You already know Wave Gang. Before we get into this tutorial, I want to shout two people out that commented on their Instagram, because you already know how I rock, man. I want to shout out my boy Savante. He left a lit ass comment. You already know, man. Make sure y'all show some love. Should pop up here on the screen right now. I want to shout out one more person. I want to shout out Mark Carson Music, man. Big shout outs to you, man. Big up yourself. If you guys want to shout out, you already know what to do, man. Head to the Instagram and leave a genuine comment. You already know how you rockin'. So this is what we're gonna get into right here.
But I ain't say shit, fucking with a lame and I ain't say shit. You fucking with a lame and I ain't say shit. You will come around, so I stay patient. You will come around, so I stay patient. Shotty skin, macadamia. I do a show, she counted evidence. I know some sisters and they real twins. Well, I got some twins and it's Benjamin. Hey, you will come around with niggas too much.
Yeah, that's just a little sneak peek, man. You already know how you rockin', man. So let me get right into it, man. We're gonna start off with the vocal, the main vocal. So I'm gonna solo this so you guys can hear the main vocal by itself.
The crib with a lake. I need someone to share this and stay with. I got your heart and girl, I just won't play with it. I got your heart and girl, I just won't play with it.
So basically what we start off with is, first of all, if you want to sound anything like Future, you got to sound somewhat like Future. It's just that simple. Effects are not going to exactly make you sound like Future, but I am telling you the effects that these artists use to get their signature sound. So we're going to start off with Future. So we know Future does auto-tune. He has auto-tune everywhere. The thing about Future is his auto-tune is not too OD to where, I guess it just depends on what song. But for this track, like I say, the auto-tune is largely dependent on the beat's key. In this beat, the key was, I believe, C sharp. As you can see right here, produced by Dinuzzo. Again, shout out the boy. It's a C sharp. So E major works with C sharp, as you can also see down here in the keys scale. But yeah. So, like I said, the auto-tune is largely dependent on the beat, so E major works with this. So, but yeah, so for this, we just did a retune speed of 6. Not too fast, but it's pretty fast nonetheless. And we did a humanize of 18 because in Future vocal, sounds like Future still. He has that raspy voice and it does come through. It doesn't become robotic-y because the auto-tune is still Future. So that's the first thing we did. That's the auto-tune. Next thing he did is we put a Maximus on here. Basically what we use the Maximus for is just the de-esser. So let's see. You just go in a preset and you just go de-ess narrowband, and that gives you your de-esser. That, like I say, it takes out the sibilants, like the s, all those type of things. It takes those out. So it's good to have. Next, we use the Fruity Parametric EQ. This is the first EQ that is on the track. I know you guys see two. I will explain what the second one is for in a second. So the first one, we did a high pass cut at 121. What a high pass cut does is it basically does as it says. It lets the highs pass. So difference between high pass and low pass, lets the highs pass. That's why it cuts the lows down here. And like if I were to do a low pass, it would let the lows pass as it says. So that's to clear that up right there. So we do that at 121. We also do a cut at 246 just to take the bass out, because when you're speaking into this mic, the digital sounds, it adds like a box, you know what I'm saying, boxy sound. So that basically takes it out. At 246 for my voice, you do basically a sweep. Go up here and sweep and you'll find your bass tone, the boxy tone that you're going to want to take out. So around 240 is where I'm naturally at usually. What I also did, I took out around the 500 range. I also peaked down on that because I felt like there was like literally a boxy tone in it. So I just took that out. You want to do more taking out in the EQing than boosting. But just wanted to add some presence, so I boosted in the 3K and I also boosted in the 8 to 9K, you feel me? And that's just for the Fruity Parametric EQ, because in the future vocals, his stuff cuts through. It doesn't cut through too much to where it's like sounds like super high, but it definitely comes through with the presence. So also what I did for the presence is I just went and added another EQ, Parametric EQ, and at 14K I just boosted just to give it a nice what I like to call the like a nice air, the R&B air, or just the air in general, like a kind of like a whisper track, but it just boosted here just to get that air over the vocal so that the vocal can stand out. And next what we did was got a compressor, the Fruity compressor. Why compressors are important? Because when you have a vocal like Future's, for instance, I'm going to take off the compressor so you understand what I'm talking about. If I'm going from something like this,
on a fight, how bad in it, shady. I just got a crib with a lake. I need someone to share this and stay with.
Like I went from like a monotone type of rap to screaming like, I just got a crib with it. You know what I'm saying? So when you have those, you want the dynamic range of the volume to be around the same area, because you don't want to be in a car and you hear something real smooth and then out of nowhere it literally starts screaming at you and it scares you and it just everywhere. You don't want
again. Jeez! Jesus Christ.
that. You want it to be a nice, clean, compressed type of sound. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the compressor comes in. So just add that compressor, and what I did the ratio to 8:1 basically. And attack, I did it really fast because I wanted it to activate as soon as the vocal was coming in, especially on those screaming ones, like the higher pitch ones. And I did the threshold of -38, just so it's really working. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what I did for that. So that's the Fruity compressor.
On a fight, how bad in it, shady. I just got a crib with a lake. I need someone to share this and stay with.
Yes. I didn't say anything before. I just got a crib with a lake. It's a future tutorial, guys. Remember. All right. He's lit. Don't get it twisted. But now that was basically with the compressor. I'm gonna show you without the compressor.
On a fight, how bad in it, shady. I just got a crib with a lake. I need someone to share this and stay with. I got your heart and girl, I just won't play with it. I got your heart and girl, I just won't play with it.
So you guys can hear what it does. You know, if you can't, try it out on your own vocals and you'll have more leeway to play around with it and you can hear it yourself. Next, we're going to go into the Soundcloud Iser. For futures, I use the D, preset D.
These nuts. Got him. Got him.
Stop it. Get some help.
And it's up pretty high, as you guys can see. I use preset D specifically because I feel like it leaves that bass in there while it still gives a presence, but it gives almost a presence to the bass as well, because like you guys know, Future has a very deep voice, raspy voice, and he kind of does it like a kind of like singing type melodic stuff. So I did the preset D. So here's with and without D preset. Sound good, Iser.
Be on the vet, how bad in this shady. I just got a crib with a lake. I need someone to share this and stay with. I got your heart and girl, I just won't play with it. I got your heart and girl, I just won't play with it.
As you guys can hear, you hear clearly what that does. No need to explain. No need to explain.
Boy, if you don't.
All right. So the next thing I did, this is major in Future vocals. You know what I'm saying? He uses the flangers. In this case, I used the fruity flanger, and so basically, I just put it on the whole vocal. If I was being as specific as I want to, what I would do is for the verse, I would leave it here.
And I ain't say shit. Fucking with a lame and I ain't say shit. You lame and I ain't say shit. Fucking with a lame but I ain't say shit. Fucking with a lame and I ain't say shit. You fucking with a lame and I ain't say shit. You will come around so I stay patient. You will come around so I stay patient. Shady skin.
So that's what I do. If it was my perfect world and I had and I wanted to spend the time, I would just automate the flanger. Basically, I would leave it on the verses to about this area, and then on the chorus, I would make it so that it's higher, just to give it more of an effect. So I'm gonna let you guys hear the actual flanger effect right now.
Fucking with a lame and I ain't say shit. You fucking with a lame and I ain't say shit. You will come around so I stay patient. You will come around so I stay patient.
So that's basically the flanger effect. It's big on Future songs. Too much popping in my life, baby. I just need some time, baby. That love song, that junk hard with YG, that junk crazy. Go listen to that track and you guys will clearly hear the flanger on there. So yeah, we're gonna go to the next effect. Oh yes, so we got the reverb, fruity reverb. Like I say, you don't want dry vocals. You don't want dry a lot of things, you feel me? So you feel me? We got a reverb, and just basically this is the I don't think this is a preset because I think I was playing with this, but basically what I did was I just went in and moved the wetness up, and basically I used this as a sub bus, and I just left it around here because Future does have like somewhat ambient vocal still, so that's basically what I did. And for delay, the main thing you want to watch when you're messing with delays is, for instance, let's play something. Listen to the delay specifically. Listen to the delay. You're gonna hear it. It's timed.
I just got a crib with a lake. I need someone to share this and stay with.
As you can hear, so how you get the on-time delays, you simply listen to your vocal and you play with this time right here. At first, this was looking this way. So what I did was I basically moved it till it was the correct timing, and you'll be able to hear it. Usually there's some delays that come with BPM counters, and so when you put your instrumental in there, first thing you actually should do is change your BPM to the BPM of the beat, and then your delays usually automatically get synced with it. You know what I'm saying? With some other type delays like the H delay, Echo Boy delays, but in this case it doesn't. Not that I know of. So that's what we went ahead and did right there. And also you want to change it to ping pong. I like mine jumping from side to side, so I always change mine to ping pong. And also you want to cut it just a little bit. Reason why you want to cut it, because if you don't cut it, it's gonna sound like this.
I just got a crib with a lake. I need someone to share this and stay with. I got your heart and girl, I just won't play with it.
So I like mine more in a filter, so that's why I cut it. So that's my tip to you guys. Now for this chorus effect right here, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do this right here.
Fucking with a lame and I ain't say shit. You fucking with a lame and I ain't say shit.
So basically what you do is you record the same thing 3 times. you kind of want to harmonize with it. We can do that in another video. You don't want to copy the same thing 3 times, because what will happen then will be a phase effect that will mess up your recordings. You guys might come across it if you are a beginner and you just do that, but record the same thing 3 times if you're like dubbing them. And basically you want to pan 1 to the left.
Fucking with a lemon, I ain't say shit. You fucking with a lemon, I ain't say shit.
And you also want to pan 1 to the right. Now I'm gonna go into the effects of this, the differences between the main vocal and these, and the only difference between these two will be the pans. So let's get into it right now. Everything's the same. The only thing is we took out the exciter track, the basically the air. We changed the EQ a little bit. We put the high pass cut up to 136. Also what we did was we, instead of a flanger, we put a chorus effect, a fruity chorus effect, and we boosted it all the way up on the sub bus, all the way up. It wasn't no half stuff, all the way up. We also got the same reverb, but what we did was on the sub bus, it was around here. We brought it all the way to about here, just to let it fall back in the background even more. And also we put the delay up as well. So that's just the both pans to the side. That's the difference between those. So, you know, that's basically it. And now I will show you guys the actual ad-lib track. So with the ad-lib track, this is how it goes.
Patient, shotty skin, macadamia. I do a show, she counted evidence. I know some sisters and they real twins. Well, I got some twins and it's Benjamin. Hey.
So as you heard the background vocals, the ad-libs, I'll play it again for you by themselves.
She counted evidence. They real friends.
Okay, for that, everything was basically the same, except for the first fruity parametric EQ. Yeah, so basically what we did for that is we did a high pass cut at 5K, and we also did another, I'm lying, we did a high pass cut at around 600, and we did a low pass cut at 5K. And we boosted around 3K, and we also boosted around 800K. Just to give it that almost telephone effect, you know what I'm saying? Future uses this a lot. Also, what we did was we have the flanger on it, and we have the reverb way up. This is higher than the pans, and this is also higher than the pans. You feel me? So that's what we did for that, and all together, guys, it equals that song. So I appreciate y'all for coming back to this tutorial, man. We got a lot of things coming. I'm not stopping. Trust me. We about to really go ham this phase 2 now. So we about to turn it up. You already know how we rocking, man. Rave, wave, wave. You already know how we rocking, man. Wave gang. Make sure you comment. Spam it up down there, man. Let me know what other vocal tutorials you guys want to know. And I'm going to get right into it. You already know how I'm rocking, man. Make sure you thumbs up this video, because the more thumbs up we get, the more videos come your way. Stop playing with me. And make sure you guys subscribe to the Wave Game, man. Follow me here at Q.Ruboy on Instagram and Twitter. And if you guys want to be in the next SoundCloud reaction, make sure you follow the directions down in the description, man. Stop playing with me.